Okay. Hi, everyone. You know me, right?
Yeah.
Yep. What's my name?
Mrs. Bassett.
Mrs. Bassett. What's my first name?
Brooke.
Yeah, Brooke. They gave it away on Shark News, right? I was trying to keep it a secret, and then but I also said it on Shark News because what I told the class before is I get really nervous when I'm being filmed. Guess what's here?
A camera.
A camera. Being filmed right now as we speak, but that's okay because I'm used to it, and being filmed is cool. So it is being filmed today, the lesson, and that's because in case anybody misses this lesson, or if we want to show this lesson to other kids or teachers, they're going to get to watch it. So that's actually pretty cool. People will get to see it even if they're not here, right? All right. So this is Miss Patton. Okay, she works in our school district as well, helping kids. She's in the Hampton Academy on Fridays, so she's going to be working with groups of students on Fridays, so you'll see her around. She's also going to be coming in to teach lessons with Miss Bowen and I, and you're going to see us in the classroom. So like we're doing a lesson now, I'm going to come back in January, and we're also going to come into your health classes and do some lessons too of really important topics because I only have important topics to teach you, right? Yeah. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a test. Okay, so you have something in front of you. All right. Now, what I want you to do, you need to listen to this instruction. Write your name on it, and in the corner on the top, you're going to write PRE. P-R-E. Okay, so everybody write P-R-E on the top of your paper. When you're finished that, you're going to turn it over. Right where you wrote pre, on the other side, you're going to write post. P-O-S-T. Okay, make sure it's clear for you. Now, turn it back to pre. That's the test, the quiz that we're going to take right now. I'm not going to give you any instruction. You're just going to take it, what you know, and you're going to put it aside.
We're just taking pre right
Just
now?
taking pre. Yeah, pre means before. Post means after. So pre is before the lesson. Okay? All right, so go ahead. It's not timed. You're not going to get a grade. So this is not a stressful event, okay? All right, I think we're good. I think we're ready to move on. All right, so vocab sheet. So today, I am here to talk to you about zones of regulation. Raise your hand if you can tell me what zones of regulation mean. We haven't even talked about it yet, so if you know, yes.
It's like the blue zone, green zone, yellow zone, and red zone. It's like how you feel.
Yes, how you feeling? You named all the zones. Good for you, yay, that was awesome. Anybody else want to share what they think that zones of regulation is? That was a pretty good definition.
Like how you control your body.
Yes. We're going to talk about the zones. We're also going to talk about how to control our emotions, which is great. You guys, you want to teach for me? You come up and teach because you guys know so much about it already. She's like, oh no, is she really going to make me teach? All right, so we're going to go through the vocab, and then we're going to play a fun game. Okay, so first we are going to be talking about the zones. Okay? Whoops. Okay. So we're going to start with blue zone. Now on your sheet, it says all these words. What I want you to do with your sheet is I want you to write down a note that helps you remember what that is. So you don't have to copy the definition. You just have to write down something that helps you remember what it is for the game we're going to play because you're going to use these. So blue zone, emotions with low energy when your body is running slow. And the examples that they give are tired, sad, and bored. Okay, so write something down and then we're going to talk about this quickly. All right, who can raise your hand if you've ever been in the blue zone? Okay. What time of day do you think that people might be in the blue zone? Because it could be the time of day. Yep.
Maybe at the beginning of the day.
Yeah, first thing, right? Tired. Especially if it's raining. Some people like the rain, but if it's raining, that could kind of make you feel down. Yep.
Or the end of the day.
End of the day. So give me an example. What would that look like at the end of the day?
Like just like bored.
You went through the whole day. You had 100 quizzes, right? And then you get to the end of the day and then you're tired, right? And sad. That could happen. Beginning and end of day, definitely. Yep.
Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon. You went through the whole week. How many things do you do in a week? We probably could talk about it the whole week, right? Because you have so many things. Yeah. So blue zone is where you are, right? Are there any other examples you can think of what blue zone? It says tired, sad, and bored. Any other examples of blue zone? Because somebody in the last class brought up a really good one that was missing. Yes.
Sick.
Sick. Yep. If you feel sick, you're in the blue. Okay? That's not a good feeling, and that happens when you come back to school and all the germs just have pow, right? Everybody gets sick. All right, so we have blue zone down. We know examples of what that looks like. What do you think it looks like when someone's walking down the hallway? Does anybody want to do an example of what blue zone looks like? Okay, go ahead. Okay, class started 5 minutes ago, right? All right, she's not rushing. That's an awesome. Thank you so much. That was awesome. All right, so we're going to move to the next one, green. All right, so write down for green. Emotions with neutral energy means you're good to go. You're ready to learn. You're happy. You're calm, and you're focused. So green zone is goal. I always think of it as my goal zone. And it's good because green and goal both start with G, so it's easy to remember. I want to be in green. When you're in class, you want to be in green. Okay? What does green zone look like? Anybody want to show me a green zone example? Yes. Yes. You know what? And you the best part about that was that when you sat down, you got your pencil and you turned right around and looked at front because you were ready. That's what green zone looks like, right? You're feeling good. You're not feeling heightened. You're not feeling low. You're feeling green. Okay? So when you're a green person, you're walking down the hallway, you're just like this. Morning. Right? Morning. I'm good. I'm in a good place. This is where we want to be. This is where you maximize your learning. And you're here to learn, right? Right? Yeah.
Right?
Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're here to learn, so you want to be in green. Okay? So make sure you write a note down about green. Oh, yeah. Thank you. All right. And we're going to talk about yellow. Now, I am a school counselor. I do sometimes live in yellow. Okay? How could I help you if I don't know what it feels like to be worried or stressed, right? So, yellow is emotions where you start to lose control. You're frustrated, you're overwhelmed, you're silly, you're wiggly, excited, worried, or anxious. So make a note next to your yellow, what will help you remember what that means. And then I'm going to ask you for some examples of yellow. All right, who has an example for what brings them, this is the question, what brings them from green to yellow? Okay? Because there is some things that can do that, right? Yes.
If you hear good news or something like that, you're excited.
You hear good news, you go from green to yellow, right? And that does that happen quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah, that can happen pretty quickly, right? So if you look at it, if you're looking at a visual thing about it, and I'm in green, yellow is this close. See how close I went? I didn't have to take a big step like this. I took a little step, right? Okay, so yellow is just over that. You just go over that little teeny section into yellow. Can you think of any other things that it could be? Oh, frustrated, overwhelmed, silly, wiggly, excited. Any other feelings in yellow? Yep.
Maybe if you hear something like bad happen or like a ton of stuff happening at school and everything's going bad.
Yeah, yeah. You know what happens a lot of time? You have a stressful stuff going on at home, and then you come into school, and then your day is stressful at school. You're definitely going to come in yellow because you already came in yellow, and then it's continuing to be yellow because you are having a tough day. Yes.
Stressed.
You're stressed. Yep. What does it mean? What does it mean to be stressed?
Maybe if you're doing a test, like there's some hard question, then
Yep. You're taking a test and there's a hard question. That definitely is stressful, right? What other kinds of things do sixth graders get stressed about? Yep.
Passing a test.
Yeah. getting a good grade, right? That's something a 6th grader would be stressed about. Yep.
Like drama and friends.
Friend drama. That causes tons of stress, right? So those are all really good examples of yellow, being in the yellow zone. All right, so in a minute we're going to talk about what helps us to move from zone to zone, okay? Because there are things that can help us move from yellow to green or move from blue to green, okay? All right, so our last one is red zone, okay? Red zone is our last zone. Extreme emotions, out of control. Very angry, aggressive, or elation, which means extremely happy. So write something down for that if you already haven't written it down. You guys are good with this vocab. You've got it down. All right, any examples for red zone? Yes. Oh, I'm, yeah, go ahead. Yes. Okay, Toby, that was awesome. All right, what did Toby do that was different from when we did the example for blue or for green? Yes.
He's stopping.
He's stomping. You're louder. That's why I'm talking louder. I actually didn't even know I was doing that, but now I know I'm doing it. I'm talking louder because when you're in the red zone, you're loud because you can't control your emotions. When you talk like on a quiet level and you're talking to a group of people, you're in control, right? When something gets you really upset, you start to get upset, right? And your volume gets louder. You stomp. You don't realize you're doing that because you're upset, right? Any other examples of red? You don't have to show me. You can just tell me. Yep.
Running in the halls.
Yeah, running. Somebody that's running. Like, what if you just, if you're extremely happy, I mean, happy is a good feeling, right? You could say it's a pretty good feeling. So how come being extremely happy is in red? Yes.
If you're like extremely happy, you can't really focus on your work. You're
Yeah.
just maybe thinking about what you're happy about.
Yeah, red zone helps you can't focus because you're taken over by emotion. So what do these things all have in common? Angry, aggressive, or extremely happy. Something happens. It's a word that I'm thinking of that starts with an S. All of a sudden, things become starts with an S. Yeah.
Stable.
That's a good one. Things are unstable, but that wasn't the word I was thinking of. S-A-F.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unsafe.
Unsafe. You become unsafe for yourself and for other people. Toby's running down, stomping down the hallway. What if somebody was walking closely to him? What could happen? Yep. He could bump someone. Is he purposely doing it?
Well, he's not purposely trying to hurt someone. He's purposely stomping.
He's stomping because he's kind of out of control, but he's not saying, I'm stomping and I want to hit somebody. He's just going to hit somebody by accident, right? Because his body is out of control. So when you're in the red zone, it becomes unsafe. So that's why it's very crucial to learn strategies to calm yourself to get back to the green. Because if you enter a classroom in the red zone, do you think that you'll be able to learn? No, you can't. How could you learn if you're in red? It's really difficult. You'd only be thinking about what you were upset about, right? Or what you were extremely happy about. All right, so next is a trigger. So this is a good one. This is sticker worthy, okay? So let's write down the definition. Something that sets you off and increases the likelihood of being in yellow or red. So a trigger. So write that down, and then I want you to give me some examples of some triggers, and it will be for a sticker, okay? So write it down first. I would write down something that you could write sets you off.
That's what I wrote.
See, that's good. You're learning how to take notes in college. You really are, because you got to pick out the important part. Okay. Someone I haven't heard from? Anybody? 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 Yes. I think you've only talked one time.
If you were like, if you were talking about something,
or something that you like, and then someone else starts to like disagree with you and gets like really like angry about it, you could get really angry, and that could trigger you.
Yeah, if you're chatting about something you like, oh, I love that, it's so cool, and the person's like, that's not cool, that's stupid, and you're like, right? That could get you quickly from green to yellow, right? Because you could start to get stressed about that, and that's a very quick change. Yes.
Maybe like if a friend will continuously bother you and won't stop, and like it sets you off.
Yeah, a trigger, someone bothering you. Who's a person that could bother somebody at home? I haven't heard this yet. Yes, a sibling, right? Who's triggered by their sibling?
Often.
And the only reason why I'm not raising my hand is because I'm an only child. Are you an only child? See? I would raise my hand if I had a sibling, right? Because siblings can set you off sometimes, right? Yes.
Something that can set you off maybe if you fail a test and you're angry about it.
Yes, a trigger can be failing a test. Let's say you were in science and you got a grade back and it was not a good one. And then you went to social studies. How are you entering social studies? What zone are you in when you're entering social studies?
Yellow or red.
Yellow or red, depending on how much of that grade triggers you, right? It might trigger you. Okay, what if grades didn't matter to you, which I hope that it would? Would you still be totally fine going in there?
No.
You'd still have a little bit of stress, I think, because I think that's just something that is not, it's not helpful to stay in the green. So once you know your triggers, what do you need to do? That's going to tell us our next thing. What do you need to do? Once you know your trigger, what do you need to do? So tool or strategy, something you do to calm down or regulate your emotions. For a sticker, what does the word regulate mean? Because that's a hard word. Yes.
Like, it's so like you're like calm and like regular.
No, but I actually like that, because regular, when you look like what is regular, you know, it's kind of like you're in green, right? So to regulate it, you're trying to get yourself calm. That was good. Anybody else have a thought? Toby?
You're really not as stressed out as before. Like you kind of just
job.
calm yourself down in a way.
Yeah, you calm yourself down. It's a way that you calm and you're regulating your emotion. Yes.
Maybe take a couple deep breaths or something.
Yep. All right, so let's talk about specific tools. What are some tools that people use to regulate their emotions? Or sixth graders. I don't even want to say people. I just want to say you people, right? Sixth graders. Yep.
If you're in the blue zone, try doing chair push-ups.
Chair push-ups. That's what the last class told us. So everybody try a chair push-up. Okay? You put your hands on the side of your chair and you push down with your hands. You don't even necessarily have to lift up your body. You can just like push them down. I tried to do it the last class, but I didn't fit in the chair. So it didn't work out very good. All right, so what else? What other tools? Deep breaths. What's the best way to take a deep breath? Does anybody know? Yes.
In through your nose and out through your mouth.
Perfect. In through your nose. Let's all try. Out through your mouth. Okay. Now, you hear about that a lot, right? People say take a deep breath. Do you hear about it a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to know why people talk about it a lot? Because it really works. You know, you could be skeptical and you could say, I don't think that works, but it really does work if you take a deep breath. Yes.
Last year, Mrs. Cruz called it balloon breaths.
Balloon breaths, because you have to you blow up like a balloon, but you don't make that noise like a balloon, right? You don't want to make that noise, but you just let it out, right? All right, so other things, something else that some kids have taught us is pressure. So you put pressure on your hands. So you put your hands like this, put some pressure on them as much as you can, and then you release it. It almost feels like your whole body is just like relaxing into the chair, which is a very strange phenomenon, but it is something good. Did you have something? Oh, I like that too. Pull apart. Here's a strategy. Pull, and then let it go. Good. All right, so you have to use tools and strategies to get from one of the zones back to green, right? All right, so let's talk about behaviors. So you know how you said that some of the triggers could be somebody else's behavior? Something someone else is doing. So there's unexpected behavior and expected behavior. Make sure you're making a little note on your sheet while I'm talking to you. I'm just giving you that reminder. All right, so an unexpected behavior is behaviors that give people uncomfortable thoughts about you. Ah! Okay. Was that expected?
Yeah.
Did you think I was going to scream?
No, I thought you were gonna do something unexpected.
Okay, so but you didn't know it was going to be scream, right? So how was my scream? How did that make somebody feel? How did that make you feel?
Uncomfortable.
It's scared.
Okay, you felt scared. But see, so you're not in green anymore, right? Because you felt scared. Where would scared go? We didn't talk about scared. Yellow? Okay. All right, so you moved zones because of my unexpected behavior. Now, expected behavior are behaviors that give people good or comfortable thoughts about you. Those keep you in the green. So next on your sheet it says the Academy Way. Why do you think we have the Academy Way expectations? What does that do for our school?
Because if we didn't have it, people would just be crazy and
People would be crazy and everywhere. It's if you don't have order, then everybody would have really a lot of trouble being in green. People were running around and screaming, and how many of you could be in green if that was happening? Maybe? I mean, if you were really good, I definitely probably couldn't be in green if everybody was running around. If people are coming into the classroom, what is your name again, hun?
Zoe.
Zoe. Remember Zoe showed us what green looked like? She came in, she sat down, she looked up front. If everybody's doing that, how do you think everybody else is around you? They're in green too? Yeah, because you're coming in calm. You're not having unexpected, you're having expected, and that helps people stay in the green, right? All right, so next, these are our next two little guys we're going to talk about. I just got to make sure I'm doing well on my time. 10:50, yep. All right, so for inner critic, we have an inner critic, which I'm sure you guys have all. I don't even know if you've named yours, but I guess like could be like Harold, your inner critic, and your inner coach. So two things, okay? Inner critic is a voice in your head that has negative self-defeating thoughts. You stink. That's horrible. I can't believe you did that, right? When does that happen? When does the inner critic come in and start to try to talk to you? During your school day. Yep.
Like if you're taking a test or if you answer something and you got it wrong.
Yep. Your inner critic starts to talk, right? That little voice. Yep.
it's kind of to do with how when you're fighting with your siblings.
Yep. If you're having an argument, right? Starts to come in. Yep.
For me, it's when I'm in art class and I'm not doing as good as all the other kids.
Yeah. Your inner critic starts to pipe in. So guess what? You also have an inner coach. Who is you? You're your coach, right? You're your own coach. Right? Coach Toby. Let's go, right? The voice in your head to describe positive thoughts. Okay, which one do you want to nourish? Just like your plants. I didn't say this last time, but I'm really thinking about this. You're going over to your plants, you're nourishing them, you're watering them, you're measuring them, you're taking care of them. Which one of these? Do you want to take care of the critic or the coach? Yes.
Coach.
Coach. Because guess what? Coach is, if you start to think positively, you can change how your day is. If you come into school in a negative place and you keep thinking negative and you keep listening to this critic, what is your day going to be like?
Terrible.
Tough day, right? What zone will you probably be in?
Right?
You could be in red. Yep. Yep.
Yellow.
Yellow. Red or yellow? Yep.
Blue.
Could be in blue. Anything but green, right? If you come in and you start to think negative, but then you listen to your coach and your coach is like, you can do this, you can. It's a tough day, but you can do it. Everyone has a tough day. Sometimes every day is tough for people. But you have to listen to your coach. If you listen to your coach, where could you be? Green, right? You could definitely be in green. All right, let's do our last two. These are going to help us with zones too. Superflex thinking and rock brain thinking. So why don't you make a note about those two on your sheet if you want to make a little note on there. So superflex, a flexible thinking pattern where you can consider different points of views or ways to do something. So being flexible, that's as flexible as I can be. Okay? That's a hard yoga move. Dancer. Miss Bowen teaches yoga, so she can do dancer really well. I can only like do it this far, but I think she can do it farther. But super flex, every time I think of being flexible, I think of yoga, which I guess is a good thing to think about. Rock brain thinking, rigid thinking pattern where a person gets stuck and has difficulty considering other options or ways to do something. Raise your hand if you've ever worked in a group with someone who has rock brain. Yourself. Okay, that's good. You know, I mean, what is your name? Ella. Okay, I'm getting to know everybody's names. Ella is, you know what? It's good to be honest. Everyone's had a rock brain time, right? You got to get out of the rock brain and move into superflex. How do you do that? How do you move from rock brain to superflex? Because that's hard. But if you've ever been in it, you might have some strategies. Yes?
Consider the other option.
Consider the other option. You don't have to say yes right away, right? You just have to consider it. And that helps. Because if you're in the group and you're like, someone's like, hey, let's try this. Nope. Well, what about this? Nope. Okay, that you're not going to get anywhere, right? You gotta have some super flex thinking. Super flex thinking, how does that help you stay in the green? Like I don't even know. How does super flex thinking help you stay in green? Yep.
Well, it helps you have your inner coach, and it helps you like listen to other people and be respectful.
Yeah, it's all connected. If you have a rock brain, is rock brain more negative or more positive? Negative. So then you're in the negative. Then you're going to start to go towards the negative zones, right? So it's all connected, and I hope that you guys understand that connection because that's really going to help us. All right, so we are done with our definitions. What I'd like you to do right now is I would like you to take your quiz and now do the post quiz. All right, so this is after we've talked about it. Yep.
Can we use our definitions?
You can use your definitions.
But what
Yep.
if you still agree with everything you did with
That's totally fine. That means you just were really knowledgeable about regulation. Okay, so do your post test, fill out all the things, and when you're done with it, Miss Patton's going to walk around and collect them. All right, so on Quizlet.live, you're going to get onto this site. We'll help you if you can't get on. This is our class code, and you're going to put your name. See all these people put their names already? And you guys did the right thing, because before I was going to tell you, don't put in like Superman 5 or Wicked Cool Dude, okay? You just want to put in your name. Can you what? No smileys. We're just going to put our name. Which you guys all follow the direction without me even telling you, so that just tells me how fantastic you are.
Fantastic.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't say fantastic. Jeez, what's going on with my shark?
This is kind of like
Kind of. I'm going to tell you about the game in 1 second once everybody's logged on. Okay? You're going to be automatically put into a team of an animal. Okay, you're going to not crazy because we don't want any unexpected behavior. You're going to quietly walk to sit with your group. Okay? Then there's going to be a question. Everybody's going to have the same question, but only one person in your group will have the answer. So you have to communicate with each other, and you press the right answer. So you have to read it out loud, and then you have to press the answer to the question. If you press the wrong answer, you go all the way back to the beginning. So even if you've answered 5 right, if you click number 6 wrong, you go back to 1, okay? But let's do a trial one, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so kangaroos, ostriches, hedgehogs, and orcas. Go ahead and move to the group. Take your sheet. Guys, take your vocab sheet. You're going to need your sheet. Guys, you left your sheet. All right. Go.
people good or comfortable thoughts about you. Expected behavior.
Okay, make sure you talk. Make sure you talk.
And it's expected.
Ostriches are in the
behavior,
lead.
right?
I got it. Okay.
Yep.
Go
All right,
kangaroos.
ostriches. Come on, kangaroos. You can do a kangaroo. Okay, you guys got to talk to each other. Are you guys including? Because she has the answers too.
Go ostriches. We're the ostriches. All right. Come on, kangaroos.
Are you guys clicking the wrong answer?
Okay, read it out loud.
Did you have you don't have behavior. Do you have that? Okay.
Yay, kangaroos are on the board. Orcas are on the board. Keep going, don't look.
Okay, we know which one to go.
Ostriches.
Expected behavior.
Motions with low energy. Your body is running slow. Oh, we got a group. Who are it? Ostriches. All right. Okay, ostriches, I need your help. I need you to share with the rest of the teams. Okay, I have a prize for you, but I need you to share with the rest of the teams what worked for you communicating, because I didn't really give you any guidelines. I kind of just told you this is what you need to do. But what helped you guys have good communication? Yes.
We were just looking at our computers, and whoever like had it, we would say, oh, I have this one, and then they would click it.
Okay.
We would read it out loud together.
You read it out loud together. All right. Anybody else have any tips? What were some things that you did that were working? Because the other teams were doing great too. Any tips? We need a round two so that we can. Okay.
But
All
they're
right.
not allowed to play.
But what? All right. You guys get a fantastic mechanical pencil. You get to pick your color. Okay. Nope. Same groups. But all right. Here's the thing. Same groups is going to help you work on your communication, because this game is pretty hard unless you're communicating right and you're talking to your classmates. Okay, ready? Okay.
So behavior's like super flex. No, I have inner coach, trigger, and yellow. It's expected behavior. Yeah, expected behavior.
That's yellow.
Yes. Okay. Something that says trigger. I have trigger. Flexible pattern.
Remember that?
Got it.
I think they're just.
So you get it. Okay, so now the next.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And I also do we want to mix it up?
Yes.
Okay, let's mix it up. We're gonna exit the game. We're gonna do a new one. So we have time to do more groups. So we're gonna exit this game. Yeah, do shuffle teams.
No.
Yep. All right, new teams: sea dragons, dolphins, alpacas, and penguins. Okay. All right, is everybody in their new group? Okay.
When I say ready.
Okay.
Control.
Good job. Good coach. Inner coach.
I had it.
I always have
Okay, good. I don't have it. That's
Yep. Mariah, I got it. Yep. Good job, Mariah.
Inner emotion.
I wasn't even thinking about that. That she would be able to hear them.
That's green zone. Got it. Okay, good. Tool strategy. I got it. Inner critic. I have it. Something you create.
Oh, dolphins and alpacas are right.
Inner coach.
Yay! Alpacas. All right, Sierra's gonna pass out the pencils.
Yay!
You can let them choose their color. All right. So here is the challenge. Communication is not only verbal communication. There's other kinds. What's other kinds of communication that you can use? Yes.
That was like snapping.
Okay, you can snap. Yep. Okay, if I'm going like this, okay, and I'm here. Did she know what to do? I didn't talk. What did I do? I pointed. Okay, I moved my body down, pointed. All right, this time you are going to play the game with your same team, except no one is going to speak. So you have to be silent. Okay? You're going to be silent. You are not going to speak. So you have to make sure you can kind of see each other. So you might have to get close. Penguins! Where's the penguins? Right here? Good job! Alright, so, yeah, these guys were really close. Alright, so Sierra's gonna, oh, you guys already, oh, you didn't get pencils yet. Alright, you can't, well, you don't want to take a second. But, sorry. You were the winning team twice. Alright.
3 times actually.
3 times?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can we do it again?
We have time to do one more, but first, wait, I want to hear from the winning team. What helped you guys? Because you guys really, everybody did such a fantastic job on that. Because communication is a really big thing, but you weren't talking, so what helped?
We pointed a lot. And we
Pointed?
kind of like hung like this.
Okay, you can, okay, that's good. All right, we'll do one last speaking. One last speaking, and then we're going to close out, and I'll tell you what we're going to do for when you head out, okay? So, all of my 6th grade friends, you guys did a great job. The game is fun, but it also shows me how you guys are answering the questions, that you understand the material, that you are doing a good job, and you know the vocab. So something that I'd like you to do, it's not a homework assignment, you don't have to do it, but what I would like you to do is take this vocab sheet home, and I want you to talk about it with somebody at home. Okay, just talk to them about zones, talk to them about what you learned, because zones doesn't only apply to kids. Okay, adults use this too. I have a toolbox myself. Can't see it, I don't carry it around with me. But a toolbox of things that help me get from yellow to green or from red to green. Every person, including your parents, including your grandparents, they go through and have different days that they're in different zones, but everybody has some strategies. So I want you to take that home, talk to your parents. They might have some strategies to share with you that they use, which will be really awesome. So with that, I send you on your way. Thank you for being such a great audience.
Thank you, Mrs. Scott.
Thank you for all your thoughts. And if you guys ever need anything or need help or support, I am here for you, okay?